big.
I said, are you ready? Hell yeah, let's get it on. Y'all ready over there? Here we go. Third MMA fight of the night. First fighter comes to you out of the red corner. Out of AACF, Wilkesboro, North Carolina, please welcome out of the 135-pound weight class, James Wilson.
James Wilson getting a big, loud reaction from the crowd here.
All-American Combat. Another athlete coming to the table from them. This time it's James Wilson in the bantamweight division, making his debut against Dalrymple, which is a name that, you know, there's a few of them out there in the Carolina combat sports world.
Yeah, Jamie Dalrymple we saw him fight last time.
Yep.
Against Britton Kane, and showed good wrestling.
Great wrestling.
But took a punch that led to a sloppy shot. He put his head in that guillotine. So he's listed as 0-1, but that fight was against a really bad, a tough dude.
Yeah.
A really bad dude, and he was winning a lot of that fight. So these records can be deceiving. Just a guess, even though we don't have much information on James Wilson, we can assume that Jamie Dalrymple is going to look to take this fight to the ground.
His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, out of Carolina Combat, North Carolina. Please welcome Jamie Dalrymple.
He's back. Looking for revenge. Representing Carolina Combat Sports and Fitness, Tom Ziegler, Shamik Harvey, Brian Battle in the corner. This young man made one mistake in his last fight. It was just unfortunately the wrong mistake to make against the right opponent.
Yeah, it was like a perfect alignment of all the stars and everything lined up for that situation.
Looking to take another crack at it here tonight, this time against another debut.
Yeah, Jamie Dalrymple itching to get into the cage, trying to push his way through. I wonder if we'll see a more aggressive version of him or a more careful version of him.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, will he have more urgency to just finish it? Like, get out of there faster? Because,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if he pressed the issue a little bit more in the first round, there wouldn't have been a second round to get guillotined in. But maybe if you wouldn't have rushed things in the second round.
Right. So do you try to be more deliberate, more tactical, more strategic?
Knowing this corner, I would say it's more strategic.
Okay, because you could also make the argument that it was sort of a freak occurrence of him ending up in that. You know, if he's an inch to the right or inch to the left, he doesn't end up in that guillotine.
I think it just shows that this young man has a lot of wrestling experience, but not a lot of jiu-jitsu MMA experience to where he's still shooting without protecting his neck.
Protect your neck.
And diversify your bonds.
Comes right out of the middle and gets right in his face. Eyes wide open, throwing ones and twos.
Stiff with that jab.
Smile on Dalrymple's face as he throws a teep kick out there and cracks him with the right hand.
The lead hand is way too low for Wilson, in my opinion.
Yeah, Wilson's carrying his hands very low, especially on him, swarming him, on his back, throwing punches and not backing down. Even
nice cross.
Dalrymple even threw some punches, but Wilson is not backing off. He shoots. Dalrymple defends perfectly, and they punch as they come apart.
We got some wrestlers in the building.
Front kick up the middle from Dalrymple narrowly misses. These guys are swinging. This is a straight-up shootout here, man. These guys, nonstop action, punching their way into takedown attempts and punching their way out of takedown defense.
I like the way Wilson is moving, too.
Oh, he ducked into that kick, and he ate some of that, but he finished the takedown.
Dalrymple looking at an omoplata. He's got the tight waist here. This is a tough move to finish no-gi, even tougher in MMA. That's not a viable defense. Now, what you can do is you can reach forward and try to pry the arm off your hip. That's a viable defense. Or, I mean, you got to find a way to get your head below him and roll, which you can see he's trying to do right now.
Trying to roll under him.
Yeah. This is tricky, though, because
that's
if you just do that over and over again, you will eventually tire yourself out, and you're not getting your arm out anymore. Yeah.
I hate this. Is bad. He's not holding on to anything.
If he just reaches forward and pushes that glove, it's over. You just got to push that glove a little bit.
James Wilson is in a lot of trouble. Dalrymple is deep in this thing.
Oh.
And he rolls him over.
This is the position, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
James Wilson swinging his back fist back at Dalrymple's head. Dalrymple still blocking James Wilson from rolling out of this omoplata.
Nice job grabbing that hip. That readjustment back to that hip right in time. He wasn't holding on to it for a long time. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
I can't watch.
I'll let you know when it's over, Mike.
Oh my God, it's bad. And he's got the C-clamp
Darth
choke.
Vader choking him.
Yes.
Oh,
he's in a lot of trouble.
Larry Carter getting a close look at this one.
He can't defend himself. He can't block. Oh, the toughness of James Wilson.
On display here. 100%.
Oh, that arm's about to go. That arm is in a lot of trouble. Oh, I can't. I'm going to hear it. We're too close. Oh, my God.
He's pushing it now.
No. Oh, my God. Yo, homie, you good?
Always do your stretches, children, and remember to work out with resistance bands because shoulder mobility is key in this.
They were so close there right in front of us. I felt like we were going to hear it.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That was not good. That made me physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm obviously obsessed with martial arts and with combat sports. It's my life. But I've never had that gene that likes
that part.
That part. You know, some people are like, yeah, let just bleed. You know, some people feel that and they enjoy that. I get squeamish every time.
I can enjoy a knockout and then worry about the person after they get knocked out, but like I'm always worried about that. Like the whole time it's happening, when the win is happening, I don't feel good about watching it.
Omoplatas and Kimuras, because those aren't clean breaks.
And there's spiral fractures usually or dislocations.
Dalrymple very dominant, but couldn't.
I'm watching that right arm of Wilson to see if it's like at all compromised.
His hands were low before, so it's hard to say now. James Wilson pushing his way back in. Even when he gets sent packing with some strikes, he answers right back, gets right back in Dalrymple's face.
Yeah, he needs to establish himself in this round now because he took a lot of time on the bottom in that last round and under fire. Nice cross.
Dalrymple slipping and rolling, trying to take some of the sting off the punches, trying to make Wilson miss, but Wilson's finding him over and over with that right hand. 3 consecutive right hands found their way home for James Wilson. Dalrymple shooting the left, and then James Wilson.
Nice whizzer on the Schultz headlock now.
Tons of good takedown defense from Dalrymple there.
He's on that Schultz headlock. You can see he's grabbing the bottom of the hand, reinforcing. He's got the tricep grip. Thought for sure he might have used that to spin under, but he's going to elect to keep this standing. Didn't even try to go for the snap down there.
And notice these guys don't stop punching as the exchanges end. You see that?
Yeah.
There's no rests, no truces, no ceasefires. Some dirty boxing from James Wilson there. A little old hockey fight, hold and hit. Overhand right from James Wilson, and then an uppercut. Stands Dalrymple upright. That one hurt.
That was the Marge Simpson uppercut.
Yeah. That was an uppercut of disdain. Dalrymple's, got caught. Dalrymple's been able to roll under some shots, but not capitalize from it. And James Wilson
slowing down too now.
Yeah, James Wilson is finding him with these punches, man. Oh, good hard body shot from Dalrymple. He rolled into that body shot. James Wilson sort of, walking into 4 or 5 jabs there.
He just got peppered by about 4 or 5.
Dalrymple just rocked him with the right hook after the left hand.
Dalrymple now finding some success with the hands.
Slip and rip is what Dalrymple's doing now. And then there's the kick. You forgot about the kicks, didn't you?
Forgot. He had that look on his face like, I did.
You forgot we could kick. 2 left kicks to the body followed by a knee, and now James Wilson taking big deep breaths and
he's getting hurt
walking backwards.
He's getting hurt to the body now.
Yeah. And another one thuds in. Yeah, look, James Wilson is hurt. He is hurt.
Larry Carter's got that Chuck Liddell look in his eye.
Dalrymple could throw a head kick here. I promise it would land.
It's illegal.
Uh-oh. Gosh. I hope he remembers that, because this is a slip and rip again from Dalrymple. And James shoots, which I don't think has worked for him even one time. How tough is James Wilson? In on that single, but
Dalrymple not giving him an inch.
The takedown defense is so good. How tough is James Wilson?
Tough kid. I mean, the first round we saw him contorted, and in this round he did have a lot of success this round compared to the last round. But as the round went on, especially this moment right here, that series of jabs. Once that series of jabs hit, it was all Dalrymple from there. And then he started introducing the body kicks.
One of the strategies you can use in MMA or any sport where there's punching and kicking is you can punch them until they forget about your legs, and then you can kick them until they forget about your hands. These boys were having basically a boxing match for several minutes there. And then when that left kick came in, it was like, oh, dude, you're cheating. He literally, you pointed out, the look on his face was like, bro, why are you kicking me?
Yeah, he had this look on his face like, oh yeah, kicks.
You betrayed me.
We had an unspoken agreement.
Yeah.
Last round between Wilson and Dalrymple. Been a competitive fight here.
Yeah, Dalrymple's obviously been in control, but he hasn't been able to put Wilson away. Wilson's very, very tough.
If I know Zig and those guys in the corner, they were like ripped to the body.
Oh, right hook staggers him. He's blinking.
That did stagger. He blinked hard on that one.
And then those teeps up the middle, I know they're hurting. Dalrymple's landed 2 right teep kicks straight to the center of Wilson's body. And now you see every time he moves his legs, Wilson flinches. Maybe a bit of an eye poke or, yeah. Dalrymple's maybe going to take some time to recover. We would argue that it would be unwise to take too much time unless he himself feels tired. Dalrymple says, it's okay, buddy. James Wilson with some footwork there. And Dalrymple slipping and ripping again. And he has some power in those hands. He's found him with a right hook a few times. James Wilson hits on the break.
Yeah, that was a good. That was the best shot he's landed in a minute.
So a hard right hook on the break. That's one thing that James Wilson has done really well. He hasn't finished any of his takedowns, but as they've come apart, he's been able to hit on the break. Strategically, he could just as easily fake these takedowns and then use them to set up punches. Because Dalrymple's takedown defense has been impeccable.
Not a lot of feinting, if any, from Wilson.
And he's got Dalrymple's attention with the punches. Hard knee to the body, and then a right glances across the chin, but James Wilson comes back forward. He does not care. James Wilson with a little bit of anger in his face. And
right
then he makes some punches miss there. He was able to finally roll that right hook from Dalrymple. Caught him with a right hand counter as he came in. Both these men respect each other's punches. Look at them.
Oh, yeah.
They're both flinching every time either one of them moves. Oi, another teep. I think it may have grazed the cup, but after a couple of those, they all feel like low blows, whether they hit low or not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Larry didn't have a very good angle on it, so it's understandable. I was watching it from
left hand.
Ooh,
Left
nice
hand
shot
from Dalrymple.
Dalrymple here. Last 45.
And another left. And a right. James Wilson is apparently +4 defense to punches, and then he shoots again. And tenacious with it, but Dalrymple's defense is too good, and Dalrymple aims for a knee to the body as they stand.
Scrap City here.
Yeah. Yeah, James Wilson's going to just have to punch. There's no reason not to be punching now. Big left body kick. That hurt. Ooh, good sharp left hand. Oh, big left body kick. Oh, another big left kick. Oh, a right kick.
Oh.
The sound of those kicks crashing into the ribs of James Wilson. Jamie Dalrymple closes out the round with several hard body kicks and raises his hand, assured of his own victory. James Wilson displayed tremendous toughness, even when being controlled, was never truly out of the fight. Next, we'll get the judges' official decision, as well as an interview with our winner, courtesy of Dylan McGrath. Both men threw some pretty good striking. Both men with good punches. Dalrymple with more kicks, and Dalrymple with perfect takedown defense throughout the entire fight.
Hate to have to be the one judging this one, but the judge's decision is in. Fighters to the center of the cage. For your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Jamie Dalrymple.
Jamie, we'll get you with the coach in a second. Man, I would love to watching your last fight, commentating your last fight when you made your debut. I really felt like you just made one little error in that last fight. So came out here and I didn't see a whole lot of errors tonight. It looked like you were on your game.
That's like all we've worked on is like the defense and striking out of our exchanges. So
yeah, you were catching him clean on the exchanges, on the breaks especially. So one thing I said to Coach Zig here in the back is, he was shooting on you a lot, but when you're the better wrestler, you get to pick where the fight actually happens, and you wanted to keep it on the feet. Oh, you almost broke his arm right in front of us here, and we were thinking, like, is this kid double jointed? Is he like half Stretch Armstrong or what? It was like watching a Saw movie for a little bit there. So were you pushing on the wrist? Did you really feel like he was?
At the end of it, I thought it was done. Like, I didn't think he'd come back out. Yeah. I thought I tore it out, bro.
And after that, you just were like, let's keep it on the feet the rest of the fight. So you were banging, and Ziegler said he wanted you throwing body kicks. Every time you threw a body kick, not only did it make a disturbing sound, but it, like, the look on his face, everything changed. Is that a good hit for you? Do you normally hit a lot of those in the gym?
That's something we worked on, yes, sir. You know, working with these guys like Meek and fucking Brian, everybody's amazing. Like, every day feels like I'm fighting in here, every single day.
Yeah, you are definitely a part of one of the best teams in the area. Do you have a shout out for them or your family or any of your supporters?
Hey, just shout out CCS. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them. I wouldn't be here.
Awesome, man. Well, it was an honor to commentate your fight once again. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jamie Dalrymple.